Hi there, I'm Randy Patterson. This is another in a series of posts on cognitive distortions. These are ways that human beings routinely misperceive the world around us. We're looking here at the screen between external reality and the world we perceive and how reality changes on the way in. This time, catastrophizing. Look at this. What is it? Well, you're tempted to say, it's a question mark, but it isn't. It's a squiggly line and a dot on a piece of paper. But we've decided that this particular squiggly line means something else. When we put it at the end of a sentence, it means we're asking a question. It's not a question itself, it's just a symbol. One thing symbolizes something else. A ring on the third finger symbolizes marital status. A turban symbolizes a religious belief. For Sigmund Freud, a cigar in a dream symbolized a penis. One thing represents something else that's not explicitly present. And you can guess that this provides lots of opportunities for slippage, for mistakes, for distortions. When one thing represents something else, we might react to that one thing or to the thing that we think it symbolizes. And one of the ways this works for humans is catastrophizing. This slight cough is what it is, a cough. But what if it symbolizes lung cancer for us? I might react to the cough and think, oh, that's inconvenient. I have to go to a meeting later. Maybe I should take some water with me. Or I might react to what I think it symbolizes: a serious illness, months of treatment, hospital stays, possibly death. That's a very different thing. If I'm catastrophizing, I'm reacting not to what's in front of me, but what it symbolizes to me. And it may symbolize something that's not really there. Most hypochondriasis is like this. If you have a human body, you've got symptoms. Weird skin things, random tickles in your throat, a twinge in your knee, some stomach pain, whatever, comes with the territory. And all of those symptoms could mean something else. Mostly, they mean nothing. You haven't had enough water. There's dust in the air. You ate something that's hard to digest. Big deal. But in rare circumstances, they could mean something else. Melanoma, anaphylaxis, osteoarthritis, tuberculosis. In hypochondriasis, we react not to the symptom, but to what we think it symbolizes, the worst possible outcome or explanation for the symptom. And this happens in other areas of your life as well. Your spouse gets irritated by your socks on the bedroom floor. But for you, it's not about the socks. It's about the fact that they hate you and the relationship is over, which is simply a possibility in your head, governed more by your fears than by the actual evidence in front of you. What are some other examples? Well, it rains on the first day of your vacation. The whole thing is ruined. You can't figure out this expense report. Clearly, you're an idiot who should never have been hired for this job, and the whole thing is doomed. There's a crack in your kitchen counter, which goes to show that the entire place is falling apart and you should never have bought it because you're going to go bankrupt trying to hold it together. You're having a bad morning. And so clearly you're going to go into another major depressive episode like the one that you had 10 years ago. Your kid forgot his geography homework, which obviously means he's going to be a complete failure, proving that you are a worthless parent. The barista forgot your coffee order, which proves that you are an insignificant nobody that everyone hates. The emotional reaction comes from a completely imaginary reality that you construct inside your own brain. And it feels like you're reacting to what just happened. The rain, the expense report, the counter, the dull morning, the geography homework, the coffee, but you're not. You're reacting to the invisible. Life is hard enough. Stuff happens and we have to deal with it. In most circumstances, we'll do that best if we stick with what's in front of us. How are we going to handle this geography homework thing? That is a challenge we can solve. How are we going to deal with the complete and utter failure of your son and your parenting? There we're kind of stuck. It's too big. The overwhelming temptation is just to give up. Catastrophizing tends to lead to a breakdown of coping and to avoidance. Let's just not go to coffee shops anymore. Let's sell this broken down house. Let's quit this job. Forget the vacation. Let's just go home. Let's bring about exactly what we fear. We don't want our kid to fail, but if we throw up our hands and stop parenting, that's what's going to happen. We don't want our vacation ruined, but if we head home, that's what we've brought about. We don't want to lose this job, so we quit and lose the job. We create our catastrophic reality. And then we think, you see, I was right. How do we overcome catastrophizing? Well, like all distortions, the first step is to recognize that we do it and that we're doing it now. And then pull in the horizon. Stop focusing exclusively on this big disaster that you think is going on and focus on the actual event, what's actually in front of you, the geography homework, the expense report, even this cough. If it's still here by Thursday, I'll make an appointment. With each of these distortions, I suggest a phrase that you can tell yourself as a reminder, a kind of mantra. And in this case, deal with the event, not the catastrophe. Not with what you think this event symbolizes, but with what's right in front of you. See you again. My books, including the Assertiveness Workbook, How to Be Miserable, and How to Be Miserable in Your 20s, are all available from bookstores and online booksellers. There's information about each of them at randypatterson.com. And my online courses can be found at psychologysalon.teachable.com. Thanks for watching.